Well, it's time to plant onions. I'm not ready yet. I hadn't found any yet that are available in my area. Onion sets. But it is time to at least start planning on it and thinking about it. And what I need to do is, this is my tub garden, and I have to explain every time, is these are fiberglass tubs, totes, big, expensive, like $80 a piece that I got for free because somebody was throwing them away, a company was throwing them away. Can't get any more, but they're fiberglass with a metal rim, a metal rod that has a rim. They've been here for, gosh, I probably had them here for 10 years or more than that maybe. The bottoms are cut out, so it's basically a raised bed garden, but it's a raised bed garden out of tubs. And this little garden just does a marvelous job at growing onions, corn. I like to plant corn in it because no matter how much rain you get, this raised bed garden, it's not going to wash the corn away, and that's a problem I have because everything I got is on a slope. Just a little bit, but it's enough of a slope that it's a problem when it rains. And I've got corn and such in the ground. So my plan is to burn this off. All that viney stuff you see right there, that is morning glory, and it is a pain to get rid of. Somebody told me the roots go 10, 20, 30, 40 feet deep, and that it's just very hard to get rid of. I was going to put a tarp on it, and they said don't even bother. Not going to work, not going to happen. So we'll see. The freeze killed all this stuff pretty good, and then after the freeze, I'm getting a lot of stuff come back. I believe that's called henbit. Chickens like it a lot, but I'm gonna burn all this off. The first row here, I've got one row there, double row, double row, double row. The first row I normally plant in onions, does a really good job of growing some outstanding onions. I've just noticed that a lot of fire ants in here. There's one in that corner of that one, and there's, I believe it looks like a little fire ant man right there. Oh yeah. And another one there. And another one there. And a dead one there. That mound's kind of gone. So I'll come in here first of all and burn it. That's not going to kill the fire ants. Fire does not kill fire ants. That's not why they're called that. They're called that because when they sting you, you feel like you're on fire, if a bunch of them do. So I'm going to burn this off. Not sure how much propane I have. I'd like to burn the single row, the onion row, and the first double row, which is usually where I put corn. And then the other two, I'm going to put, I don't know, I'll probably put peas or something back there. But this is where I grow. I let it rest last year. One reason all this grew up and I just didn't take care of it, didn't keep it weeded out and everything, is because I let this rest. I like to let everything rest about once every 7 years. And so I let this rest last year, and this year it's going to take over most of the duties for anything I put in the ground. Onions, corn, peas, things like that. The rest of the stuff will probably mostly all go into containers. And where I had my row crops last year, corn, things like that, okra and stuff, I probably will put a big, deep layer of mulch on it, wood chips, if I can get them from my friend. So, but right now I need to burn this off. Not sure how long it'll take, not sure how much propane I have. That middles is just full of that stuff, and it's got seeds all in it, and that's why I'm burning it, is to kill some of those seeds. This is a years-long process of trying to keep this morning glory out of here. It's just, it is tough, and it takes over this garden. And since I let it lay last year, I didn't keep it up like I should. I didn't weed it like I should. So even worse this year. So I want to burn it off, try to get some of those seeds. Not gonna get them all, try to get some of those seeds. So let me see how much propane I got in the torch, and we'll get after it and try to do some burning. A lot of dead grass and leaves at the edge of these tubs, so that's what's flaming up. But go in the middle. I don't know how much gas I got left, but I'm gonna go in the middle and try to get some of the middles as well as this row over here. You get the idea. I may have to go get some water and a sprayer just so I can put out these little hot spots, and I'll bring you back and show you the end of it, or the finished burn off, in just a second. So I got pretty much what I wanted to get burn off done. The onion row and the corn double rows, and got it done in between, in the middle. Got to get some propane. My intention today was to come in here and burn this off, and then let you watch me throw some compost on the tops of these and kind of fill these up to the top, to the rim, because some of them that's about 3 inches right there in that corner, but most of them is about an inch, maybe 1.5 inches away from the rim. But these are filled up a lot more than I thought they were. Plus, I've got to get rid of the fire ants. So fire ants first, then compost, and then go find me some onions. Now the corn rows, those are like 3 inches shallow. So hopefully I've got enough compost to fill those up. I think I probably do, but I'm not sure. I've got some wood chip compost that I've had for a couple of years, and then I've got also some hay and poop compost that I raked up, piled up probably last spring, and I've turned it a couple of times. It looks pretty good. So, but that's what I'll do. This had a lot of, toward this end over here, had a lot of grass in it. Not as much weeds as, it didn't look like rye. I'm not sure what it was. It probably was rye, but just kind of had a different look to it. And it's probably going to come back unless I pile some stuff on it pretty quick. I'm not above chemical application to get rid of weeds and such. I try not to. That's one reason I'm burning. Burning's a whole lot more expensive. Propane's, I don't know, $3.50 a gallon. Hadn't even priced it lately. Don't want to, but I'm fixing to have to. And so propane's a lot more expensive. So I'm trying not to use chemicals, but if that grass comes back up, I may hit it with something. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, I'm not going to have to come in here like I thought I was going to and fill up these tubs because of the fire ant situation, and because most of them just need maybe a couple shovelfuls to top it off. And I do want to come in here in a few days and just make sure all this green has died out. Typically it does. Typically the fire, even though it looks green right now, typically you come back in a few days and it's deader than a hammer. Just won't stand up to that heat. That's a lot of heat. All right, brought my little, I gotta check over here. Brought my little spray rig out, my pump up sprayer. I just want to make sure this is the last vestige of things that were smoldering a while ago. I had to use it once. I'll just keep it full because I'll need it again when I go to burn off those tubs there. And the middles, I was started to come back and do that middle right there, but it's getting kind of late. Want to get in, I got some stuff to do in the house. So that'll be the end of this. I mean, I'm not gonna, I'll show you when I plant the onions, and it will have, hopefully, it will have a nice little black layer of compost on this first row, the onion row, what I'm gonna call the onion row. And hopefully, there won't be any dadgum fire ants in it either. All right, hope you found that to be hot and exciting. I know I did. All right, we're gone.